begins momentarily. All right. It's good to see you guys on a Friday, because you know what it means. It's a Friday. I have a couple of B-sides, guests and bits and stuff like that I want to do on some consecutive Tuesdays as well. I really want to get regular with Tuesdays, but I'm not going to force it. Friday is easy, and unless there's like a field trip or something like that for Aurora that's planned, 10:30 you can set your timers to this. Set your alarms, and we should be here. Good evening. Jay Semo Rocky on Instagram says, I'm enjoying my elevation blend right now. Well, guess what? As always, look at that. I love the froth top on this because you give it a little bit of a whisk, and the elevation blend coffee married to the Keto Brainz. It reminds me of that drink that Robin Williams grabs in the middle of the scene in Neverland with the Lost Boys, and he just finally started imagining all of the food around him, and he goes and he just kind of like drinks this thing that leaves like a mustache of foam on his. I always wonder what the hell it was. It looks so good. Well, no use delaying this anymore. Damn, Molly, what have you done? I'm so grateful for Keto Brainz' support of this show, but it is really a treasured morning ritual at this point, especially after you spend at least 16 hours fasting. And then you can, oh man, go for a walk outside. That's what I want to do after this, but I got some meetings to do today, and I have a lot of other things going on. But it's gonna feel good. It's a feel good Friday. That's what I want it to be right now. So hello to everybody over there that's watching on Instagram. Hello to everybody on Pilled. I see Clouded Casey's hanging out. JR at the lake. It's good to have JR hanging around this so much lately. He wasn't around, and then all of a sudden there he was. We got to meet him. Good morning. Getting my coffee with Keto Brainz now, says Andrea D. It's one of those things where it becomes part of your routine, and you just start loving it. And that's why I think it's great. Let's see. Over on YouTube, we've got a nice amount of people chilling. King 40 is really excited. He's a very excited man because very soon, within days, he is going to go and hang out at Leonardo Joni's show in Massachusetts. He will be there, I'm sure, with his Leonardo's Racist Grandpa t-shirt. I hope he gets a good picture. I hope he drops my name. And I don't know. Oh, King Santino, do this. You got to do this. And I mean, see if she's willing to do it, of course. Don't force it on her. But say, hey, would you be willing to do a shout out to Frank? With Frank? And if you guys can say, I don't know, hi, this is, you're watching Quite Frankly. Just say you're watching Quite Frankly. I don't know. See if you can get a bumper done. Oh, it's tonight. He's seeing Leonardo. See if you can get a bumper recorded. You're watching Quite Frankly. Have her say something sassy. Oh, don't bother her. I don't like bothering people, whatever. Have a good time, my friend. So that's what's going on tonight. Fact Finder, Wichita Buzz, Wart Guy, Jay Brits, Amelia Smile says good morning. Good morning to you. Robert Williams, that's RJ. I continue to look for a spot for RJ on the show. Got to get that. I want to talk to him specifically about casinos and how casinos work And if they're, in the history of gaming casinos, when I say gaming casinos, I mean how to beat their system to game us. RJ being an illusionist and a mastermind of all things when it comes to magic let's see here. Sunshine Angel says, yo, Carolyn Bobby, good to see you too. Okay, well, I'm just saying hi to everybody. That's what how I like to start this one off. And away we go. So we have a few things here I'd like to do. I might even take some calls this morning. Tonight, remember, at 7 o'clock, we will be live on the Playhouse. That's me, Anthony, I think our buddies Kyle and Tim. The other half of our high school and college metal band, Rot in Pain, are coming by. We can talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Memories, lore, fun stuff. I would say we definitely got to talk about what, there's a whole bunch of ticketing problems over at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Metallica has some issues going on with tickets and prices. I don't know. We're going to look into that. So we'll be able to play a news brief from our buddy Brian Storm at Rockfeed and just have a good time. That'll be at 7 o'clock. So if you like that kind of, guys round table, heavy metal, hard rock, music, movies, whatever, that's what the Playhouse is for. And I'll see you then. We'll also be syndicating that on Pilled, and maybe the first half of it will be on, Quite Frankly, the main channel, like we did the last time. That was pretty good because it introduced a lot of people to the Playhouse that, it's very easy for people to miss the memo. Very easy. There you have it. Twisted Sticks. Cheers. And there you go. All right, first of the day. We've got grizzly bears at Yellowstone. Well, it's the first of 2026, at least. Let's head over there. The first official sighting of a grizzly bear in Yellowstone has been confirmed. Park officials say that the male bear was not surprisingly eating. He was spotted feeding on bison carcass in the northern half of the park on Monday. Look at that. Man. Looks like the bison is a deflated balloon. That thing has been cleaned out. Ain't nothing left. The first official sighting. Yellowstone biologists spotted a grizzly feeding on a bison carcass somewhere in the backcountry in the northern half of the park on Monday. Even though a grizzly was seen wandering through Yellowstone in late January, the March 9th sighting has been declared the first official grizzly sighting of 2026. Despite an abnormally warm winter across Wyoming, Yellowstone's first official grizzly sighting isn't abnormally early. It falls right within the window of when biologists expect and typically do see big Bruins emerging from hibernation to voraciously find and feast on whatever food they can find. They have been sleeping for a long time and they are depleted. And they're like, give me something to eat. I will eat anything. I can eat a peach for hours. Punxsutawney Phil, this is Yellowstone's Groundhog Day. Punxsutawney Phil and Lander Lil both herald the arrival of spring on February 2nd. There isn't a fixed date for Yellowstone's first grizzly, but it tends to happen within the first 2 weeks of March. So if you're going out there to Yellowstone, watch out. You might get eaten by a very hungry grizzly. Here's another one. A California mountain biker dies. I know it's supposed to be a feel-good Friday. This one doesn't feel good for anybody. A California mountain biker dies after a month-long hospital stay following a rattlesnake bite. You know, there are some people who... Where was he doing? He was Julian Enrique Hernandez of Costa Mesa. Died on March 4th. The initial emergency took place on February 1st around 11 a.m. local time. He was mountain biking when he was bitten by a rattlesnake. The exact circumstances around how the bite happened remain unclear. According to a verified GoFundMe page established by his brother, his family remained hopeful during the stay, though they noted his recovery was expected to take much longer than anticipated. Those rattlesnakes, man. He was strong and healthy. He was alive when he got to the hospital. His whole family was there advocating for him every step of the way, but he did not survive. You know, I don't know if he got off his bike, he decided to take a nap in the grass or something like that. That's just what I'm talking about with, you could be, we often wonder, why would you go out of your way to do something like, not necessarily go walking through a cave or to go out there and experience nature, go for a bike ride, but to put yourself in, between two slabs of granite that you can barely move, get yourself stuck. Like, what's the point of doing all those crazy claustrophobic things, or free climbing on the side of a mountain face or something like that, and there you are dangling by your fingertips with no safety harnesses, nothing. Like, why? It almost pisses me off. And then you have somebody who just goes for a bike ride, and what's so bad about that? And you get a rattlesnake that just attaches itself to your ass. So yeah. Hello, Rumble, too. I'm looking at you, Rumble. I'm staying in today. 16-mile-an-hour wind gusts, says John Otter. Well, it is chilly outside right now, but I don't know about wind coming our way. Let's see. Esther over there on Rumble says, Frank, did you pick up the package I sent for Lauren and Aurora at your P.O. box? I haven't been to the P.O. box all week. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff there, but I'll go by at some point. I'll be there. I was bitten by a rattlesnake when I was 10, says Joseph777 over on Instagram today. Usually I see Joseph popping up other places too. I need to know more about that, Joseph. Seriously. Joseph, if you're watching right now, can you call this number? 914-200-0269. 914-200-0269. There it is. Give me a buzz. I'd like to hear from you. I want to know about the experience of getting bitten by a rattlesnake, especially if you remember how the hell that felt. Obviously you lived, but I want to know about what the hell that felt like. The whole venom thing. Do you feel the venom going through your entire body, getting pumped through? Is it burning like acid? What happens? I can Google it, but I'd rather talk to somebody who's actually lived through it and lived to tell the tale. So give me a buzz if you can. And there you have it. Morgan over on Pilled says it's going to be over 90 degrees over here today. Damn. Well, we'll be there sooner than you think. Okay. We'll wait on that call. I'll put it up on the screen and we'll see what happens. All right, over to the next one. Breaking. This is Trump says that the new Ayatollah in Iran is still alive. Quote, I love this, in some form. I love that, in some form. Let's take a call. I think this is Joseph. Joe, is that you?
This is Joseph.
Okay, well, welcome to the morning show. We don't have to spend too much time, but it intrigues me. So you're 10 years old. Where were you when you got bit by this rattlesnake?
I was walking in the woods. I was 10 years old with my dog and a buddy of mine, and the rattlesnake was shedding, they say. They went back, my dad's revenge party went back and got the snake. So they say it was a 5.5-foot rattlesnake. And what does it feel like? Well, at first I didn't feel anything. I didn't know I had gotten bit. But my dog saved me. He circled the snake barking at it, which gave me time to get away. But we got up to my house. I told my dad I got bit by a snake. He goes, no, you didn't. Yeah, I did. My friend was freaking out. That's why he believed me. And so I pulled my pant leg up, and there was blood dripping down my leg. And so he takes me to the hospital. I still don't feel anything. And then I get in a bed, and then I started feeling it. And my whole body went numb. I couldn't feel anything. The pain was intense. I felt like my whole body was throbbing. And they stuck an IV in my thumb, which I guess was morphine, and it just killed the pain. Until I woke up in the hospital room, that was it.
So I guess they put you out, or you passed out because of the pain / the morphine.
Yeah, they put me out.
So they put you out. So what did you learn?
Morphine.
And when you woke up, all those all the full body symptoms and all that stuff, it had already been alleviated. You felt like you were back to normal.
Well, other than this giant gash in my leg, back then they did a real rudimentary. I actually had the #1 snake doctor in the country, a guy named Dr. Glass, but in San Antonio, Texas. But they still did this real crude thing by today's standards. Today, I think they just give you anti-venom. But back then, they cut your leg open and let the blood come out, and it was. I still have a giant scar on my leg from the surgery, but it was very, very effective.
Wow.
I was on crutches for a week, and of course I was 10, so I healed fast.
That's incredible. Well, that's incredible. Did they say whether? So I mean, compared to this other guy, a 25-year-old over here, maybe this response time was different. Maybe the dose of the venom, maybe the snake just gave him more, but
They said my size was a factor. They said the fact that it was a 5.5-foot rattlesnake means it controlled its venom. If it had been a younger snake, they tend to shoot all their venom at one shot, but the older ones control the venom more. So I was a big 10-year-old. That's one of the things they said that was in my favor.
Well, thank you.
We got to the hospital kind of fast too.
I can imagine. Nobody tried to suck the venom out. I always hear about that. Just trying to quickly suck the venom out.
No, we didn't do that one.
No. Your buddy didn't say, "Quick, give me your leg. I'll do it."
No.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm glad that you're alive. I'm glad you're here to tell the story all these years later, and thank you for calling in.
Well, good talking to you, Frank.
All right. There's Joseph 777. It's great to hear his voice finally. Isn't that something about the young snakes? Those young snakes that can't hold their venom. They just blow their load all over the place. Those older snakes, they got a little bit more control. The universe. It's funny how all things are the same. It's all the same, no matter where you go. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back to this with Donald Trump here. Trump says the new Ayatollah is still alive in some form. Like, I love that right there. Is he like in cartoon form? Crayon? Said that the replacement for deceased Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali, which is the Khamenei. I don't know how you guys say it, but I gotta go and find that initial announcement from the last weekend in February, when the bombing began and Khamenei was like taken out within those first few hours. I have to imagine. You remember how Trump said Khamenei? Whenever it comes to a name, he kind of pauses and then gives like a little inflection on the name, like especially when one of my favorite speeches of his was when he was in India in like 2019 or something like that, and all these hundreds of thousands of people or something were chanting his name, and he's up there and he's trying to say these Indian names, and then he just kind of like he stops and he almost like laughs and gives up a little bit, and everybody just had a good laugh. Wait, Trump saying Indian names. Here it is. Yeah, it's from 6 years ago. This had to be in 2019. Hold on. Let's see. This was a great memory.
Swami Vive Kamunand. Sachin Tendulkar to Virat Kohli. 5 months ago, the United States welcomed your great Prime Minister at a giant football stadium in Texas. And today, India welcomes us at the world's largest cricket stadium right here in Ahmedabad. The life of Prime Minister Modi underscores the limitless promise of this great nation. He started out by his father's side as a chiwala, a tea seller. Prime Minister Modi, you are not just the pride of Gujarat, as the great religious teacher Swami Vive Kamunand once said. Some of the world's greatest cricket players, from Sachin Tendulkar to Virat Kohli. You are making impressive strides with your exciting Chandrayaan lunar program.
This would be like sending me to France. This would be this would be like sending me to France and having to introduce everybody, give people the tour of Paris. Paris. Frank, you're going to be the tour guide. We're going to give you the script. We're going to put you on the double-decker bus, and as we go throughout the city, you're going to tell everybody what's what and who's who. Oh man. Oh, how fantastic. Oh man. Chanundan. So that's funny. So whatever. So when he said Khomeini the other day, I think he stopped and he went in his little way. He went Khomeini. I think he said that. Hold on. Trump Iran announcement. Let me see. Trump Iran announcement. Khomeini. Let's see. Where is it? Trump confirms Iranian leader is dead. Let's see if I have it here.
The president announcing
no.
There are still so
Khomeini. I think he said like that. It's almost like Shenane. Wait.
Over the past 36 hours, the United States and its partners have launched Operation Epic Fury, one of the largest, most complex, most overwhelming military offensives the world has ever seen. Nobody's seen anything like it.
Nope.
We have hit hundreds of targets in Iran, including Revolutionary Guard facilities, Iranian air defense systems. Just now it was announced that we knocked out 9 ships plus their naval building, all in a matter of literally minutes. Iran's formerly supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei.
Jimenez. Can I put some Jimenez in my tuna fish? Mix the Jimenez into the tuna fish, please. I want a sandwich today. I'm feeling... If Donald Trump and I should go on a tour, and we should just pronounce foreign names and foreign places. Jimenez. I love it. Somebody should take a Hellman's mayonnaise jar and alter it so that it could be like Jimenez with his face in there. And I don't know, like Donald Trump at the bottom of the Hellman's wrap or something like that, with like a thumbs up or something like that, or like, I don't know. Some of you out there are wizards with Photoshop. Go ahead and do that. Jimenez. We need to do it. All right. Again, thank you so much to Keto Brainz for sponsoring our coffee streams. As always, there are we're going to be giving Molly's going to be giving away nearly $700 to a grand prize winner, and then we're going to give out lower runner-ups as well. I'll throw some stuff in there for Quite Frankly too. Just go to ketobrainz.com. The link is in the description of this episode, and buy anything. Get some Keto Brainz and throw the salty packets in there. This is what I'm talking about before we go on to our reels here. That's the last news story of the day, because they're staying on top of making sure that there is no leadership in Iran for the foreseeable future, that anybody who comes in to become a new supreme leader is going to become mince. So yeah, before we get to our reels, which are all feel good from what I remember, this is what I wanted to show you. Go to the shop now, and there's all that stuff under there. There's the salty electrolytes. Hold on, right there. This is what I was talking about, guys. This one right here is the strawberry. I just ordered myself another box the other day. Whenever you get your Keto Brainz, throw a box of these in there. And if you want a sample, get in touch with me. Email me, frank@quitefrankly.tv. Says, Frank, can I have a Keto Brainz samples or electrolyte samples or both? I'll send them both to you. Every day. Remember, it is 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. I would say about 100% of us are just generally dehydrated and don't really prioritize it. But this is hydration. Mineralizing, not having a gallon of water with essentially no nutrients in it. Minerals. You don't need to drink that much water. You need to get minerals in you. And all of a sudden, the tension headaches go away. The brain fog clears up. You're bouncing off the walls. You're a little bit more flexible. You get so horny that you can see gravity. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to our first reel of the day. POV, my husband is a middle school teacher. Lauren sent this one to me. And let's just jump on into it, shall we? Hold on, make it a little bit bigger.
Hey babe.
Hey.
How's your day?
Well, started one of my periods, and a kid just right off the bat, "It's stank in here!" Immediate response, y'all should shower. Response back, I do shower. My response back, with soap, and then they just get blank stares. And one kid goes, "I have 72-hour deodorant." That's not the end of his statement. "I have 72-hour deodorant, so I'm good for like 4 days." I go, wait. How does this... Can you explain that? And he goes, "Yeah, I would put 72-hour deodorant on every 4 days." And I'm like, "Okay, so do you see a problem with that?" And they're like, then I get interrupted because another kid out of nowhere just goes, he turns to another kid angrily and goes, "Stop calling me daddy!" And I'm like, "What?" And he looks at me like, "It's not a big deal, Mr. I took care of it." And, oh gosh, where does the conversation go after that? He goes,
4 days.
Yeah, he goes, 72-hour DO for my 4-day BO. And I'm like, "Okay, hold on. First person that raises their hand with a phone in their pocket gets to get their phone out." Girl, open up phone. "Can you put in," you said 72-hour, right? He goes, "Yeah." I go, 72. And then every 4 days, I said, "Can you divide that by 24 hours? And then tell me what the whole number is." And she goes, 3. And I look at him and it still didn't click.
Oh, no.
And then I go, "Okay, so if we take 24 hours in a day and take 72-hour deodorant, it should say 3-day deodorant." And then you can see it clicked for him, but instead he goes, his immediate response, he just switches and goes, "Mr. Smith, if I rub your head, how many wishes do I get?"
I'm telling you, it's rough out there. I'm not a teacher. But it's rough out there. I mean, I coached youth baseball for 16 years. And you have moments like that, just like that. Or even, talking to Aurora. I have great talks with Aurora, but every once in a while she reminds me that she's 5. And, you know, she'll ask me a question. I'll start going into it. And I'm always like, okay, keep it simple. Find analogies. Make it relatable. And I think I'm like breaking through. I feel like I'm breaking through. And then she just asks me this non sequitur, completely different thing. And she's just gone. She's left. She's left the chat. I'm like, but that I wouldn't be able to do that every day. God bless you, people in teaching. What's this? A magical time. This was sent to me by my buddy Josh. Let's see.
Part 2 with my friend, and we got Little Caesars. Look at this Magnus in Lego and Little Caesars. And we're watching Alien vs. Predator, and we also have Diet Pepsi. What do you have to say about this?
Hell yeah. I don't think little bro understands he is in one of the most magical moments of his life. One of the most peak times before taxes and chasing bitches and politics. All of that is bullshit. Okay? Because it's moments like these when all you have is just you and your bro and the Legos and the movie and the soda. And it's just you just hanging out for that night. It was like only that night existed. And that is such a beautiful moment. Such a beautiful moment. And I would give up all my success just to be able to experience that again. So little bro, please enjoy it. Some advice for little bro. Avoid the ones with septum piercings. Find something that you love and find a way to make money off of it. And number 3, don't ever be afraid to do something because you're afraid of how people are going to judge you. You go live your life, little bro.
Hey guys, part 2.
Oh, man. You know what I want to go back to? I just want to go back to a time when I didn't look at the table and saw a bottle of soda and a pizza and said, a lot of carbs there, a lot of sugar, artificial sweeteners. I've been doing really good. I've been doing really good with just, you know, keeping things in line. I've been eating well. I've been working out well. I think I got a little bit of I've got some in the tank. I've got some good stuff in the bank right now. I think I can survive a few slices of pizza and it won't put me off too much. Yeah, maybe it'll set me back about a week. I gotta burn off all these slices and have a nice fizzy cup of Coca-Cola or a glass of Dr. Pepper or something like that. What do I do? I want to go back to a time when I didn't look at a Little Caesars pizza or Domino's. Domino's is rarely pizza. It's in pizza form, but of course, if you're not having pizza from a joint, from somebody who's been taught, apprenticed, okay? You want to make a pizza, you want to be a pizza person, you got to become an apprentice of someone who knows what the hell they're doing. It's almost like plumbing. Anybody can make dough into a circle.
Frank, you are doing a superb job. God bless you.
Who the hell is that? Who are you? What was that? These should not... Hold on. Give me a second. I'm not even logged into my Streamlabs. Where was that coming from? Recent events. Who was that? Tefros said, Frank, you're doing a superb job. God bless you. That's if you send it to quitefranklysuperchat.com and you send over $10. I don't know how to turn this off over here. I have control over this at the studio, at Studio A, but over here, I don't know. Tefros, thank you so much for the wonderful tip. But if you guys want to punk me right now, I can't turn it off. QuiteFranklySuperChat.com. But yeah, that's what I would love to go back to. Ronnie Marconi over on Ronnie Marconi over on Instagram says, I'll always remember finishing that milk gallon with my boy when he stayed over in elementary school. Not a worry in the world. A milk gallon? You did the milk challenge? I want to go back to singing Aaliyah with my best friend, painting our nails and writing notes to our crushes that we would never send. Santina Payne. Santina, let me tell you something about that. Those notes that you'll never send, those are like the holy grail for guys. I'm trying to put myself back to middle school and think about the girls I had crushes on. Rarely they had a crush back. Few of them did. I hit the jackpot a couple of times, but it was always just kind of like touch and go. You get a couple of months, they like it. Yeah, that's just like, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Okay, well let's change our marital status on AIM from and that's the best thing you can take. It wasn't like Facebook where it's like single, in a relationship, it's complicated, whatever. It was like marital status. It was always just like taken. Capital T, lowercase a, capital K, lowercase e, capital N, and then a whole bunch of asterisks and squiggly lines and a heart shape and all that stuff. And when that goes up and you know it's you're like, And then all of a sudden you guys are on the rocks and you're just constantly checking each other's marital status to see if they've officially abandoned you yet. And then finally goes back to single. Then single and looking. Oh no. Single and looking. Or if you did something to really piss them off, it's single and ready to mingle. Like, you've really pissed them off. Now they're. What do you mean? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the drama of changing marital statuses on AIM and AOL back in the day. Why? What do you think? You think I went live to tell people? No, I know. Laura just popped. What the heck? She just popped in. What are you talking about? What the hell? What do I put? Hey, everybody. Anyway, okay. Well, we were talking about the everybody knew. Oh, somebody's writing. If there is ever a rumor about somebody doing a what do you do? MASH, that's that game MASH or something like that. Mansion, apartment, shack, or house or something like that. Who you going to be with? And anytime that there was any kind of information about somebody that a girl that offered up a guy's name, like who kind of likes me, you feel you're on top of the world. You wanted to get one of those letters. I might even still have a couple of like childhood letters somewhere. Don't tell Lauren. I don't know what the hell they are. I just saved so much stuff because I realized this is personal history that might be fun one day to look back at. I have. Hold on. It's personal journal. Oh, these are all the years that my Little League team went to the finals. Only 2 years we were champions, but look at that. Coach Frank had those kids in the finals all the time. I can't tell you how many times of those years, 16 and 10 were, we were just steamrolling people. But 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, those years, a lot of the times we would end the season nearly in last place and we would go on a run. Oh yeah, baseball. But in here I have a lot of these are all diary entries from when I was a kid. You want to read one? Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh boy. Oh no. May 10th, 1997. Today I mostly played baseball with my family and friends. Also, I know that back then I said that I love Vanessa. That was a friend of mine's cousin. I said that I love Vanessa. Well, I have a confession to make. I like Michelle. There's something about her that's just so irresistible. I can't stop thinking about her. And I think that one day we will be together. See ya. Signed, Frank. That was May 10th, 1997. Oh, hold on. May 20th, 1997. These are the acceptable ones. These are the ones that I will give you. Okay? I will get, there's others I can't even read for myself. I'm so embarrassed at some points. So you guys just take the win right now. Hold on. May 20th, 1997. I guess that if you want to really get something, it will come in time. Today, I went on a retreat, and all I did was try to get some attention from Michelle. Well, like I said, if I wait one day, and if I wait one day, I will take our relationship one step further. Well, doesn't seem like you are going to. If I wait for the right time, if I wait in the bushes, I'll be able to throw a net over her and drag her one step further. Oh, yeah, me and Michelle, we ended up being boyfriend and girlfriend for a couple of months in 7th or 8th grade. That was nice. Little tiny victory. Oh, I got a lot of stuff in here. And these are, like I said, I've become almost like a family and friends archivist. There's so much. What else is in here? Murphy Brent. What is this? One of the letters from my grandfather to my grandmother from the war. I have all of his letters somewhere else, but this is a very important one, and I had it in here because I was doing some writing on it, and these are some of the usable chapters from a dare I say memoir that I wrote in 2014. It's like 60,000 words. And what it came down to was just these pages right here that I ripped out. I said, these are usable. I read through it all again because I'd like to do something else with it. I also thought it would be a pretty cool concept to take these diary entries and write back to myself all these years later. There's some really good stuff in here. Here you go. Here you go. Last piss. The last piss of 1996. I logged it right here. 11:55 p.m. Where the hell is it? You see it? Hold on. Last piss. Sigh of relief. Ah. So I logged the last time I took a pee on December 31st, 1996. 11:55 p.m. In case anybody needed to know that the last time I urinated in 1996 was at 11:55 p.m. Just wanted to make sure I was in the clear. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? 11:13. Well, maybe I did. I think I got to the point. There had to have been a point in there sometimes. Damn, do kids still do diaries nowadays, says Ronnie Macaroni? No. Maybe somebody does out there, but there is no, you see, social media, I think for most people who would have maybe at one time had a diary, it destroyed all that stuff. It destroyed all that stuff because conscientious writing, the practice of putting pen to paper and also having it be a part of really digesting your day and leaving something there for not only you to look at, but to, I don't know. It's good. It's a great way of actually remembering things. For all the things that you remember, there's so much that you forget. And it's a great way to just have like little highlights of the day that are written down. And people were a lot. It was never, even in 1996, not all my friends had a diary, but there was a lot. It was a lot more common for people to be writing in diaries. My friend Pam, my late friend Pam, she wrote in diary. She wrote in her diaries for, almost every day of her life. And now we just upchuck every malformed, misshapen thought, a fragment of a thought, things that don't even constitute as thoughts. They're just upchuck. We just put it all out there, wherever the hell it is, a comment section, a Twitter feed. That's replaced a lot of it. And I think most people don't want anybody to go back and read their diary after they're gone. But whatever. Could be a good insight into a person's life and their thoughts, and you should definitely do it. Definitely do it. The show is essentially my diary at this point, and it has been for a long time, but I need to start writing. I need to publish things. I know I've been saying it for a long time. Talk. Anyway, okay, let's go do a couple more reels. So good on those kids getting together and having their Little Caesars pizza. I want to have Little Caesars pizza. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Domino's, and it not being really pizza, but it doesn't matter. Me, Anthony, and Mike at Studio 1.0. Oh, we would destroy. We'd have Domino's nights, even though we know all the best pizza makers in town. Doesn't matter. Some nights you just want to have Domino's, not pizza. And we essentially would have a pizza each. Especially when they had the 5-5-5 deal. Is that what it was? You can get 5 medium-sized pizzas for like $15. I think that's what it was. Something like that. We all have like a medium-sized pizza each. Easy work. Then you get the cinnamon buns and all that shit. And then we would sit there. We call it sleepy poison. Sleepy poison. Everybody is just crashing. Insulin levels all fucked up. I just want to go back to the days where just like, who cares? All right, we'll do better this week. We're in our 20s. We'll do better next week. Last time. Or we'd be sitting there feeling sick sometimes. We'd look at each other and go, honestly, can't do this again. Every time we ordered, we would look at each other and go, can't do this again. Guys, we can't. There's a great trend on Instagram and other places with reels and shorts, wherever they're hosted, about, hey, what were you like in the 90s? And they're using the Goo Goo Dolls song from that City of Angels soundtrack. And I'd give up forever to touch you. And it's funny because some people are taking it an opportunity to kind of like mix it up and subvert your expectations and instead of doing throwback pictures of you from the 90s, they're just putting in, they just reference people who are not them or some kind of joke. Here's Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows, who is just, I love him. I love all of Tim Meadows' work. I think he's a fantastic comedic actor. And yeah, here you go. Buddy, that's not him. Mainly just Don Cheadle and one random shot of Sammy Davis Jr. So good on Tim Meadows. And then we have Patrick Renna, who played Hamilton Porter in The Sandlot. Anthony sent this to me the other day. Last night, actually. I thought this was fantastic. Dad, what were you like in the 90s? I've said, forget about it. Just look at Benny the Jet Rodriguez, and that's it. So I like that right there. Here is something for you. Actually, since we did a little bit of like, young romance before, let me give you a little something that I thought was pretty fun or nice. Somebody said or asked, this is like a screenshot from a thread somewhere. Looks like it might be on Reddit or something. What's an oddly romantic thing that happened to you on a date? I would like to use this for a future show, maybe on like a Thursday night or something like that. And let me see here. She said, this one guy said, the first date I had with a girl, I went to the bathroom. But for some reason, I looked back at her and she was pulling my seat closer to her seat. That's really nice. I thought that was really, that felt good. Really crazy. Loved it. You know, maybe we'll get some more from you guys some other time. We got 10 minutes left. It's 11:20. Here's another one for you. You want to talk about level of, you know, friendship and bros and where brotherhood really goes for a lot, how far it goes, not even just among your peers. Like if you're a 12-year-old boy and your other friends from 6th or 7th grade are there with you, you know, it goes beyond generations too. I love this post that I found. My husband plays in a local softball league. This is the message his 81-year-old teammate sent the group at 2:30 in the morning. Well, guys, just up to do my middle of the night pee. I've been laying in bed for the past half hour thinking about tonight's game and thinking about the great bunch of guys I'm allowed to play with. I really appreciate the way you guys treat me as an equal and not just an old fart. You know, there are a couple of songs I often think of. One is Don't Let the Old Man In. The other one, When Did I Get Old? The first I like, the second I do not. It's you guys that keep me living by the first one. Except for you guys, I would not be playing ball, no daily walks, no light weights. There would be no reason to do those things. It's all of you who keep me going and give me the reason to get out of bed in the morning. All of you should take pride in knowing that there is one old fart that you help keep going every day. I don't know if I will get another year in the league or not. Shit, I don't buy green bananas anymore. That's funny. But I do know this will be the year of ball play that I will remember. All because of 14 great people. I will do my best to contribute to the team, but some days are better than others. Now, I got that off my chest. I will try to go to La La Land again. And I just thought that was wonderful. That's a level of, I mean, that's some great brother stuff right there. Really is. Here's another one for you. I like this guy, Andrew Russo. He does a lot of good skits and stuff like that. And since we were talking about ordering food and all that other shit right now, I think that this is a pretty funny bit where he's decided, with all the characters he's creating here, of course, the forbidden way to order food. How we have forgotten how to order food. Forget about make it. But here we go.
Man, what do you want to do for food? There's like nothing to cook in the house. Man, should we just do like Uber Eats or DoorDash again? It's just so expensive, you know, like all the extra fees and stuff. For real, no, it really adds up. I just wish there was like a cheaper way to order food. Wait, what? Yeah, no, man. Okay. Y'all just want to do takeout? Yeah, get a pizza. I'll do a pizza. Yeah, I'll drive. Yeah, let's do that. Yo, man, what do you want to do for food?
That's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah, I like that. You know, the other crazy thing is, and sometimes I still do this, you call up the restaurant and you order it for pickup and then you go there. I still do that from time to time. Every once in a while when I treat myself to a later in the evening wrap or something, if I've had a good week, sometimes I'll leave the studio on a Thursday night and I'll call up the diner. I'll say, can I have that mescaline chicken wrap with a little extra gorgonzola, please? I'll be right over. And you go and pick it up. Of course, I could have ordered it on Uber or something like that, but why? Why? You roll down the windows, you take a look at the, you take the scenic route, you put on some music or, I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy. And that was a departure from what you used to do before then. So, okay, here's the last one for the day. just to give you a little bit of a squeamish end, the infinite ladder in the sky. This is ridiculous, but I want to see what the chat room says about this. Infinite ladder in the sky. Imagine this.
Imagine you woke up on a ladder in the middle of the sky. You're so high, you can't even see the ground, or where the ladder begins. You start to panic. Your first instinct is to climb down. But no matter how far you go, you can't see the ground, so you stop and look up. However, the ladder keeps going there too. You try climbing up, but it still doesn't end. Your hands start to blister from climbing. That's when you start to wonder. Maybe it's a dream. The situation seems just too impossible. So you should jump. It should wake you up, but it does feel real. Hours pass, and you're getting exhausted. You're scared that if you fall asleep, you might slip. What would you do? Imagine you woke up on a ladder in the middle of the sky.
Well, what would you do? Well, that's the $1 million question. Number one, that's like somebody said in the comments over here, I would never climb up. Why would you ever climb up? What do you guys think? I always order for pickups, says John Sawickas. What would you guys do with that? If you're on an infinite ladder scenario like that, I would never be climbing up. That's just number one. So I guess you're climbing down. But is there any other reality test there that you can say before you give yourself over to just letting go and seeing if it's a dream? It sounds like Frank's dreams every night. Yeah. Nothing that bizarre. I'm usually on the ground. Like I said, even my flying dreams, I'm never more than 6 inches off the ground. Look for a helicopter. Yeah, then jump right into the blades. Rosie said she would cry. Let me see what everybody's saying on Rumble. You got on a ladder to go up, right? Well, finish the trip. I don't know. Isn't mescaline a drug, says CMR. No, mescaline. Mescaline. Not mescaline. Isn't it mescaline? Yeah, mescaline. MESCLUN. It's a mix of 10. This is from Google. It's a French term. That's why I say it so well. Tender salad greens and herbs, traditionally from Provence, that offers a variety of flavors and textures from peppery to mild and buttery to crisp. Modern mixes, often called spring mix, can include arugula. I love arugula. Chervil, endive, leafy lettuces, spinach, kale, mustard greens, and radicchio, providing vitamins and antioxidants. It's used in salads, but also can be grown as a cut and come again crop for continuous harvesting. Mescaline. The mescaline chicken wrap at the Mamaroneck Diner. I love it. They put almost like a citrus vinaigrette in it lightly. It's not sogging, but it is also served with a side of fruit. But I rarely get the side of fruit with it. Sometimes I'll substitute it for like well done sweet potato fries so that they're crispy or something like that. Depending on what's on the soup menu that night, maybe I'll get a split pea soup. I feel like the split pea soup stays hotter longer if you're going to travel back home with it. It's almost like the split pea soup, because it is so thick, it insulates itself and it keeps the heat in. That's the way I look at it. Wart Guy says, this has been a great show. Funny, poignant, inspiring. Thanks for hanging out with us. Well, thank you for being here too. I'm about to get off right now. D herself 9778 says, love you a long time. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's on YouTube. Of course, Tefros said what he said over there. On Rumble, Waltzy says, yay, Keto Brains. And Real Dot Bliss says, I love Keto Brains in my coffee. I mix it after the coffee, and a little Snickers creamer and are blended. And always enjoy that first frothy sip too, Frank. If you have not tried it, I'm telling you, this is not one of those. I mean, it becomes an enjoyable thing that you just love doing. But when it just starts becoming something that your body gets used to receiving, plugging in the way that your brain metabolizes it, I mean, it's fantastic stuff. So I would get that in. I would start taking daily hydration a little bit more seriously. So grab some Keto Brainz, throw a box of salty in there. And if you want samples, get in touch with me, Frank at quitefrankly.tv. Use promo code MARCH this month for 15% off. And if you are a monthly subscriber of the show, whether you are a member, I got to put this out in the members only section. You have a recurring 20% off as a sponsor of the show. So that's that. That's that tonight. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's been hanging out. Santina says, hug the ladder and slide down. I know, but it looks like miles of sliding. You know, it's crazy. But I'll see you guys tonight, 7:00 for the Playhouse. It'll be me, Anthony, a couple of our buddies, and away we go. Hold on. Jenna says, I bought 2 bags for my dad, and he gave it away. It's okay. It's okay. It's what I'm saying. Listen, that's the other thing here, too. There are some people who just don't care about putting anything in their coffee. They like the coffee the way the way it is. But this can be put into anything. And that's what I like. And so many people in the audience are using it every day. So it's definitely catching on. That's all I care about. Let's see. And want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. No, I don't think I did. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats either. And no, I did not. Peace, everybody. I'll see you tonight at 7.